Today we're comparing two of the deluxe resorts at Walt Disney World, the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa versus Disney's Riviera Resort. Let's dive into it. Both of these resorts are considered deluxe resorts, meaning that they're some of the largest rooms with the greatest amenities, number of dining locations, and locations all around Walt Disney World. Let's break them both down into different categories and decide which one is truly better. Let's start with those room types that are available from the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. They have rooms and suites. The Grand Floridian rooms are broken into two categories, the outer building and the main building. The outer buildings include the lagoon view, the theme park view, the garden view rooms, the one-bedroom suite, and the one-bedroom suite with the park view. The main building consists of the club-level rooms or concierge you can find at Walt Disney World, including the main building Deluxe King Room, the Standard Room, and the theme park view club-level room. In addition, there's a special two-bedroom suite available for guests that sleeps up to 8 adults. This brings us to the maximum number of people allowed in the rooms at the Grand Floridian. The maximum you can get is 8. Usually you see right around 5, but for that two-bedroom suite, you can fit 8 adults in there. The Grand Floridian provides many different rooms available for different size groups and families. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. You have a lot of options available to you, and they've even got DVC rooms as well. Now let's move on to transportation options at the Grand Floridian. Of course, the brand new walking trail is now available to the Magic Kingdom. It's less than about 30 minutes to get to the Magic Kingdom just by walking around. It's a great view as you walk around as well. Monorail's going overhead. Speaking of the monorail, it's available if you'd like to use it as well. Super convenient. It is the spot just before the Magic Kingdom. So you board the monorail, one stop, and you're at the place where dreams come true. In addition, you can also use the boat to get to and from the Magic Kingdom, which is great for those who love being on the water and experiencing the magic from there. For other parks around Walt Disney World, Disney Bus transportation is available. For transportation options, we're going to give it a 10 out of 10. You have so many options available to you, and being on the monorail line makes it that much more convenient. There are so many options available for dining at the Grand Floridian, including Narcoossee's, the Grand Floridian Cafe, Enchanted Rose, Gasparilla Island Grill, Beaches Pool Bar and Grill, Courtyard Pool Bar, 1900 Park Fair, Citricos, the Garden View Tea Room, Victoria and Albert's, and of course, in-room dining service. As you can see, many dining options available at the Grand Floridian. I really do like all the food there, but I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's great food, it really is, but when you consider some of the other amazing dining around Walt Disney World, we're going to keep it at an 8. Now, in terms of location at the Grand Floridian, you couldn't be more conveniently located than at the Grand Floridian. Again, one stop from the monorail, a quick walk or boat, and don't forget, you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the beach. You are truly in the middle of the magic. With that in mind, we're going to give location a 10 out of 10. You simply cannot get a better location than the Grand. Now let's move on to amenities and shopping, and you can find so many options available at all of the deluxe resorts at Walt Disney World, but at the Grand there's something unique, something special that they don't have at any other resort at Walt Disney World, and that's Basin. If you love making your own soap or combining different bath bombs together or finding a new hand scrub, Basin is the spot for you, and I know friends who love coming out of their way for Basin from the Magic Kingdom, even if you're not staying there, simply to go to this store. So it definitely gets a plus in my book for this shop. In addition, you've got lots of great amenities, including some great pools, splash areas, there's a beach area with sand, and fun games you can play on the sand and around the resort. Overall, we're going to give amenities and shopping 9 out of 10 at the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. Now let's get to the resort feel, the atmosphere, and the overall experience. The Grand Floridian Resort and Spa has some great jogging trails, amazing views of the Electro Water Pageant at night, and it has an elegant vibe as you walk in. Many of the newly updated rooms in the Disney Vacation Club section feel extra elegant and provide that more modern flair that we come to know and love. Overall, for resort feel, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. The only reason it misses 1 is because every so often you walk in, you feel like, oh, you know, it does feel a little bit older, but that's how it's supposed to feel. So we're going to keep it at a 9 out of 10. That brings the overall score to 55 out of 60 for the Grand Floridian. But now let's focus on Disney's latest Disney resort, the Riviera Resort. Disney's Riviera Resort is located next to Disney Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort and includes several different room types, including studios, 1-bedroom villas, 2-bedroom villas, and even a 3-bedroom villa. All of the rooms feel extremely new, as they are at the Riviera Resort, and include modern amenities like those special plugs for your electronics when you're ready to head to bed. In addition, you can sleep 12 adults at the 3-bedroom Grand Villa at Disney's Riviera Resort, making it extremely convenient for larger parties. In terms of rooms at Walt Disney World Resort, I don't think you can get much better than the Riviera Resort. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. There is simply nothing you can change about the Riviera Resort to make it more magical. It feels fantastic every time. Moving on to transportation options, and the Riviera Resort is located a little further away from some of the other amenities that you can find at Walt Disney World, but it has a transportation option that is hard to beat, the Disney Skyliner. Disney's latest form of transportation at Walt Disney World takes guests on a magical flight as you make your way to either Epcot or Hollywood Studios. For other parks and amenities like Disney Springs, you're going to want to make your way to the bus station at the Riviera Resort. Overall, we're going to give the Riviera Resort a 9 out of 10 when it comes to transportation, simply because when you're there at the Riviera, sometimes it takes a few extra seconds to find a car that has some availability because it is a non-stop station, but there are some benefits to that as well. Gotta love those Skyliner cars. Now let's move on to dining at the Riviera Resort, and the Riviera has several delicious options. Bar Riva, Topolino Terrace, Le Petit Café, and Primo Piatto, to name the 4 that the Riviera has. Although it's not as many restaurants as you can find at the Grand Floridian, every single one of these offers amazingly delicious food and drinks. Some of my favorites can be found at Primo Piatto, which is the quick service location at the Riviera. In addition to the quick service, Topolino Terrace, especially for breakfast, provides a fun character meet and greet experience where you see Mickey and the gang in very unique outfits suited just for the Riviera. Overall, we're going to give dining 9 out of 10 at the Riviera Resort. Delicious options all around. Now let's move on to location, and the Riviera Resort is located right next to the Caribbean Beach Resort, which provides a quiet getaway for those who don't want to be in the hustle and bustle of the everyday. This is definitely one of the most unique differences between the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa and the Riviera Resort. Do you mind being right on the monorail line where a lot of guests are going to be making their way there, or would you prefer to be a bit more isolated at the Riviera Resort? The choice is yours, but there's definitely a big difference there. Overall, the very quiet atmosphere and ease of access to Epcot and Hollywood Studios make it a 9 out of 10 when you think about location. So many things to love about Disney's latest resort. Now let's consider amenities and shopping, and the Riviera Resort has some great pool areas for kids and adults as well. There's an adult-only area or adult-recommended pool, along with splash zones and a great beach area with some very unique chairs where you can sit back, relax, and just enjoy a sunset while looking at the Skyliner gondolas flying overhead. In addition, the Riviera Resort has a great shopping area, a little bit small, but it is in the lobby. They also have a bocce court and several swings for resort guests. Overall, I'm going to give amenities and shopping 9 out of 10 at the Riviera Resort. Finally, we move to the resort feel, the atmosphere, and the overall experience at this amazing resort. As soon as you walk into the Riviera Resort, you can feel the style and artistry inspired by Europe as you make your way through the lobby and throughout this entire resort. There's a great walking trail that you can take all around Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, which is what the Riviera is connected to, and if you go to Topolino Terrace at night, believe it or not, you can see fireworks on several different sides. Definitely one not to miss when you're dining there. It feels like luxury and elegance as you walk through this amazing resort, and because of that, we're going to give the resort feel, atmosphere, and overall experience a whopping 10 out of 10, one of my all-time favorites. Let's tally it up. That brings our score for the Riviera Resort to 56 out of 60. These two incredible Disney resorts are different, no question about it, but they both provide a unique flair on how guests like to relax and enjoy their Disney vacation. No matter which one you choose, you'll find something that you love about each one of these Disney resorts. I love them both, but if I'm looking to pick for my next Disney vacation, I'm headed to the Riviera first. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What is your favorite part about both of these resorts, and do you agree with our scoring? Let me know your score in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with us today. Until next time, have a magical day.